No, we're not talking about Aaron at all, ever. All right. You need to stretch out. All right. Yeah, he contacted Chelsea at her disabled vehicle 2 weeks ago Saturday. What he said.
Okay.
So.
It wasn't this very last week.
The weekend
No,
before.
2 weeks ago.
Tomorrow.
It'll be this Saturday.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, 2 days out. And you said she was parked and...
She was parked right in the middle of the road, just the other side of that cattle guard.
Yep.
Where you head down into that flat.
You said you stopped, talked to her. She said she was fine.
Because when we came in about noon. She was parked in the middle of the road. Then I thought, well, you're from California. I mean, seriously.
No, 100%. No, yeah,
you know what I mean.
I feel you there. Yeah.
It's about noon on Saturdays when you.
Yeah, about noon on Saturday, and we came in and we cut 2 loads of wood. Came back out. It was right at dark. It was starting to rain, and she was still parked there. So we asked her if she had any trouble. She said, "No, we're fine." She says, "I'm just taking pictures, and you just missed a beautiful sunset."
So she was at her vehicle at noon. You go in and cut wood. You're coming back, and she's still in her vehicle. Okay. You asked her if she needed help, and she said no.
Yeah, she said, "No, everything's all right." Just taking pictures. I thought, well, yes, with California plates, you're entitled to do whatever you want. But
Did you notice if she had the flat tires at that time?
the vehicle did not look disabled. It looked this. I mean, I would have noticed if it had been down on one corner or one end.
But it's kind of a slow process.
I kick around this country a lot, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Looking at the picture of the poster you showed me, that was her.
Okay. And then, did she seem coherent? Knew where she was?
She seemed to be fine, other than, excuse me, California weird. One of these guys got to be from California. He's gonna tear into me in a minute. Oh, that's better yet.
30 years ago?
Yeah.
My wife's from California.
I'm one of those
Where are you from in Arizona?
I'm from Montana. I'm
Douglas?
Trash Talk, California.
I'm born in Tucson.
Is that right?
Yeah. Did she say anything else about what her plans were, or
no, nothing.
Just taking photos and
Yeah.
didn't want any help?
And the fellow who was with me is retired Phoenix PD. He talked to her a minute, and he just said, kind of weird she's out there, but I guess she's just out there taking pictures, you know.
Okay. So what time at night do you think it was?
When we left out of here,
yeah.
when we saw her, it was probably sometime between, I want to say 5:15, 5:45.
About a couple weeks ago.
And we just started to sprinkle and rain.
Okay. Do you remember what she was wearing?
No, she didn't get out of the car.
Okay.
Her window down.
Yeah, he looks concerned. What's going on?
You know, it was the last weekend of that rifle bull season out here, and I thought she was just waiting in the car for her husband. He was up that draw in a tank or something, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did you smell like odor of marijuana or anything in the car?
I didn't notice anything unusual about her, other than the fact that she was just one of those unique individuals. She didn't seem distraught or disoriented. A very friendly person. I mean.
Okay. Did you see the lizard? She had a pet lizard with her?
No.
Okay. Just curious.
If I remember right, the car windows were tinted.
Yeah.
And I'm on that nosy, I don't.
Right, yeah. Okay. You mind if I get your name and
Sure.
how to contact? Or you have an ID
Oh, my
with
name
you?
is Robertson, George. Phone number is 92.
And what's your birthday? And your address?
It's my physical address is Robertson Lane in Chino Valley.
Named after you?
Yeah, I built 2 miles of road and they didn't do it, so I get to.
That'd be a remarkable coincidence for one.
Yeah.
And what about your friend from
His name is David Walter. I'll give you his phone number. And actually, I think he talked to her more than I did. Here's his phone number. That is not a current address for him. He lives out in Woodland now.
Okay.
But he's ex-PD from Phoenix, so he probably was more observant than I would be.
Okay. All right.
And he's a lot younger. He remembers better.
Well, this is remarkably helpful. This is the first person we've known that has actually made contact with her out here. So.
Really? Well, there were other people. There was a truck parked at this intersection right here where your vehicle is.
Mm-hmm.
There were and 2 or 3 other hunters up these canyons at those tanks. And I'm sure that on their way out they must have seen her, but I don't know who they were or anything. There was 4 vehicles back in here that day.
Okay.
I had to have seen her because the car was parked there. I know for a fact the car was parked there for a good 5 to 6 hours that I know about.
Right.
I don't know how long before and after.
Okay. All right.
Well, she reported missing.
So she's reported missing to Phoenix police on October 4th. So she was originally traveling from San Diego to Connecticut to attend a family event there. And then she got to Phoenix, we believe, like the 26th, and changed her mind, decided not to go to Connecticut, and then had an argument with her parents and cut off contact. And so as far as we know, no family member or friends have had contact with her since the 27th of September. She was contacted by Williams PD in the cemetery at Williams on the evening of the 28th, or late afternoon of the 28th, and said she was just taking a rest and she was going to go be camping in the area. And then this car gets reported to us on the 5th, October 5th. A hunter said he saw it on the 3rd, thought maybe somebody went to get help because it had 2 flat tires. When he was there back in the area on the 5th, still there, nobody around, so thought it was suspicious. And so we got involved probably 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night on the 5th.
I hadn't seen any news reports or anything.
Yeah. So we were at least a week, probably,
Yeah.
a week behind her. So we're just trying to sort out what happened, and would she have gotten a ride, or was she afraid of talking to people? But this is really helpful that she, was friendly and had a conversation. And
Yeah, she seemed to be totally normal, other than, like I say, just a little eccentric, but
yeah. Anything else that you remember about the conversation? Like anything she said about what she was doing?
no.
Or?
It was a very short conversation because, like I say, it was just starting to rain, and we were talking through truck windows.
Okay.
I just thought it was strange that she would park right in the middle of the road for 5.5 hours.
Yeah.
But I've seen, discourteous Californians do that before.
Yeah. So what'd you do in Douglas? Did you grow up there and live there for a while?
I lived there. Yeah, I was born there, and then we left, and then I moved back there after I got out of college. Lived there a few years, opened a business there. In 34, got rid of my business and my wife. And
Okay.
Opened a business there and retired 10 years ago. So.
It's nice to see some native Arizonans.
Not many of us, is there?
Not that many.
Well, I hope you find her. I've spent most of my life outdoors, and probably a third of it horseback or muleback. I notice things, and just coming in and out. You'll notice a bunch of crows out in the field or something. I wonder if somebody killed an elk out there and they're on a gut pile or something like that. Things like that I notice, and I haven't seen anything unusual up here. But it would be so easy to. That's thick stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to sort out in our assessment whether if her vehicle was broken down, why does it make sense to leave the road? I mean, this road is a good road.
Yeah.
And there's a decent amount of traffic.
This one up here, Road 7, it goes back down.
Yeah.
All the way to 24.
Yeah.
124.
So those are things we're just trying to figure out. So we appreciate you stopping and talking to us.
No problem. I hope you find her out. With the time elapsed, I know that it's probably not optimistic about a good outcome, but gosh, she's so young.
Yeah. Well, we'll let you get back to it. We don't want to interrupt your.
And Dave.
But I'll call Dave.
Call him. He would probably observe more than me just because of his background.
Okay.
Because he was an investigator and so forth.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
And, you can tell him that you talked to me and I'm the one that referred him, so
Yeah.
that he knows what we're talking about, but I'm sure he remembers it.
Yeah.
He had his son with him.
All right. Well, thanks again. I appreciate it.
No problem. Good luck with it. Looking forward.
Thank you.
We'll be up Road 7 there a mile or so the rest of the day if you have any further questions.
Okay. Yeah, and if you see anything unusual, we're happy to know about it.
By all means.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Do you have a card?
Yeah.
There'll probably be quite a few people back in here for the next week or so because the cow season opens back in here.
Yeah, we're trying to contact a bunch of them. Just.
I noticed a helicopter down lower too, so you've even got a helicopter in here, huh?
Not today, but we did earlier.
Well, there was one down there this morning.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, circling around. He was probably a mile and a half this side of the tracks.
Okay. That's my cell phone number in case.
Okay, thank you, Aaron.
Yep. Thank
And
you.
we'll stay in touch if we see anything for sure.
Okay. Thank you.
They're good. They have a flyer and everything. We had
Okay.
a flyer before I even came. We have two. Well, we had one.